guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're doing a get ready with me, but this video is going to be a dive into fantasy. We're doing a get ready with me pretending that I'm in Paris because I feel like it, and I've done a few videos like this talking about beach vacations, a trip to New York, and I just really enjoy this type of video where we just suspend disbelief, we suspend reality for a moment, and we dive into a bit of fantasy. So come join me. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm a makeup artist as well as esthetician, and I now offer this one-on-one beauty consulting service. So this is a virtual consultation where you and I talk personally one-on-one about any and all makeup or skincare questions you might have, whether it's really broad topics you just want to talk to an expert about, or if it's just really specific questions, it's really up to you. So if you want to make an appointment, click the link in the description box down below. Okay, before we take our trip to Paris, let's do a little bit of skin prep. I have here the Chanel Hydra Beauty Essence Mist. This feels fantastic and luxurious and almost like aromatherapy, so let's be fancy. Let's pretend that we packed this on our flight in first class, and as we arrive in Paris, as we land after our more than likely overnight flight, we're just going to mist ourselves before we get off the plane and go through customs and all that. I'm also going to apply a bit of this Dior lip maximizer just to plump my lips and hydrate them. We all know how incredibly drying to the skin airplanes can be. Okay, so first off, I'm starting with this Chanel Condé Experience palette. I'm going into this lighter shade up here. Now, I suppose if I was prepping this properly, I would have done a red manicure instead of a green one, because a green manicure does not exactly scream French, but oh well. They will know that I'm a tourist. So, speaking of tourist, what do you pack? I think since we're going in the fall, we should pack beautiful little ankle boots. Everyone has a pair. They're stylish, they're chic, and they tend to be quite comfortable as well because we will be doing a lot of walking, a lot of going through museums and all that, so pack comfortable shoes. So passport, little ankle boots, maybe a cute little jacket, pretty standard. I know that you are probably feeling this urge to pack many different berets, and you think that you're going to land in Paris and wear many different colorful berets. I have to tell you that in France, in Paris, no one wears berets. I have no idea why Hollywood and TV and movies has convinced people that French people wear berets and that when you go to Paris, you have to wear one. If you wear a beret in Paris, you may as well wear a t-shirt that says, "I am a tourist, please mug me." I mean, mug may be a bit strong, a bit aggressive, but there's a good chance that we will be standing around in a very touristic spot, like maybe under the Eiffel Tower, and someone will come up to you and ask you if you have change for a €3 note, which does not exist. And then as soon as you take out your wallet, they will probably knock the wallet out of your hand and run away. But I mean, that's pretty dramatic. I think you're more likely to get pickpocketed if you wear a beret. So moral of the story, don't wear a beret. I'm just switching brushes here. So I think that we should stay in Le Marais. It's a very trendy neighborhood in Paris. I thought it was part of the 4th neighborhood. It's actually the 3rd. So we will be staying there, and we will technically be in walking distance of the Louvre Museum. If we go there, it's literally an entire day. Like, you can't do anything else. If you go to the Louvre, it's all day long. And also, we have to make sure that we buy our tickets online. Like, we have to reserve, like, any museum you can think of that you want to go. We have to reserve our tickets online beforehand, because if you just show up, there's going to be like a 4-hour lineup outside. And then let's go into this color here. So another strong argument for staying in Le Marais is the Chanel beauty boutique. The biggest one in Paris is also in Le Marais. So I think our first stop should be there. This is basically where you have the largest beauty boutique, whether it's makeup, skincare, perfume, etc. This is where we're going to go. And there will not be a lineup. We do not need to book our ticket in advance. We can just show up. So we can go there, pick up some goodies, and keep strolling. So if we are in Paris, obviously we need to go visit 31 Rue Cambon. This is the original location of the Chanel boutique. This is where Chanel bought her first apartment for business use. This is where she had her original studio. So clearly we're going to go visit this place. One thing you have to note is that this place has so much security. So they have the bags, the shoes, the jewelry, and they do have some of the makeup as well, but everything is just very secure. When you walk in to the store, you get greeted by a concierge, maybe. I don't really know what you call them, a hostess, maybe that's the word. And you get assigned a hostess during your entire stay. And as I mentioned, this shop has the shoes, the bags, the jewelry, the fashion, all that. So you don't really get to wander around too much. Your hostess keeps asking you where you want to go, like what department you want to go to. You can't just like walk in and, I mean, I couldn't. Maybe if you're like Britney Spears, they allow you to just do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, people like us probably can't do that. And you can go to different departments in the store, but the hostess accompanies you all the way. I mean, I guess it makes sense because this store has, I don't even know how many millions of euros worth of products. So I don't think they want people running around, which makes sense. So once we shop through, whether you want to just get some more makeup or you want to buy a bag or a wallet or some accessories, whatever you feel like, as you exit, you go in front of the stairs. These are the stairs. Coco Chanel has many different photos of her in front of the stairs. She had a few fashion shows on these stairs. They're iconic, they're amazing, and you get to take your photo on those stairs as you leave. So we'll take many different photos on those stairs. And if you're wondering if we're allowed to go up the stairs, I already asked the hostess and she said no. So let's just take our selfies and keep walking. So after we leave 31 Rue Cambon, I think we should go to Les Galeries Lafayette. This is a breathtaking shopping center. Literally, the ceiling is beautiful. Everything about this place is so chic and Parisian and beautiful. And it has, you know, every makeup counter you can imagine. Do you want a makeup counter by Chanel, Dior, by Terry? All of these brands have a counter at this huge, vast mall. It is a bit overwhelming, I will admit, but definitely worth going to. If I'm not mistaken, this shopping center, Galeries Lafayette, has a counter from By Terry, the makeup brand, where you can create your own custom face powder. I know that this exists in the By Terry world. I'm just not certain of the location, but I think it's this location here at Les Galeries Lafayette. So if you feel like having a bespoke powder compact from By Terry, let's go. Now I know we've done a whole lot of walking and we're getting a little tired, so let's stop in a cafe. You know, let's just spend a few hours there because they let you. I feel like cafe life is something that the French really know how to do. So let's just go to a cafe, order some coffee, and relax for a little bit. Now, when I say coffee, in France, if you just order un café, a coffee, that's literally one shot of espresso. So if you want something else, if you want a cappuccino, if you want a coffee with milk, if you want a latte, just let me know what you want to order and I'll order for you. I think for myself, I'll get a cappuccino. That sounds nice. So just let me know what you want and I'll order it for you. And then we can just sit down and read a book. Hopefully this little cafe will have some Wi-Fi and we can plan the rest of our day here. So let's just relax for a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to mix in this Dior 5 Couleurs Couture in the shade Soft Cashmere. And I'm going to go ahead and mix both of these lighter colors and just place it on the inner corner here on the lid. I'm just going to use my finger because that just makes my life easier. And then let's go in with a bit of eyeliner. This is my Chanel Stylo Joues waterproof liner in black. And the mascara is going to be this Chantecaille Fossil mascara. So now that we've relaxed and gotten a bit of caffeine in our system, why don't we go get a snack? Let's stop at a bakery. There is a million of them in the city. Obviously, we're in the pastry capital of the world. Let's just stop at a boulangerie and get a little pastry. Now, I am very partial to something called un croissant aux amandes. This is a croissant with almond paste, almonds, chocolate. It's really good, and every bakery has them. Some bakeries are better than others, but they're always good. So I'm getting that. It's really decadent, it's very flaky and messy, and it tastes like chocolate and almonds and just wonderfulness. Actually, now that I think of it, an almond croissant does not have chocolate. It's very sweet and very decadent, but it has no chocolate. So if you want chocolate, let me know. Just let me know what you want me to order for you and I'll order it at the bakery. You could get a pain au chocolat, which is literally a croissant with a bar of chocolate at the center. It's quite nice. You could get a pain au raisin, which is almost like a Danish with raisins and custard. Also quite nice. You know, it's really up to you. Just look at the bakery window and just point and I'll order for you. Or you can point and order yourself if you'd like. If you want to test out your French, you can go ahead. So let's go ahead and do a bit of complexion makeup. I'm going to apply a foundation, but I'm going to keep it a mystery for today. I am going to be doing some wear tests and testing out something new, so you'll find out shortly what it is. We've had our coffee, we've had our baked goods. Let's go to a museum. I know I said earlier that every museum has a long lineup, but let's pretend in this fantasy world that there is no lineup and we can just show up wherever we want. I think we should go to the Musée de l'Orangerie. This is, I mean, first of all, do you like the Impressionists? I hope it's yes, because we are in Paris. We can go see some of Monet's last work. Claude Monet was a very important Impressionist painter, and he unfortunately lost his sight as he got older. I think he had cataracts, and this was not, you know, a time when medicine is what it is today. So unfortunately, he did lose his eyesight, and I think the Musée de l'Orangerie has some of his last work, and these are tremendous. Like, they're huge. They don't even feel like paintings. They feel almost like tapestries. They take up entire rooms. I think they're bigger than some apartments in Paris, to be honest. They're a bit overwhelming to take in. I don't even understand how someone can paint something so large. How do you scale that? It's really remarkable. So let's go ahead and spend the rest of the afternoon just taking in all of this beautiful art. If you like the water lilies, if you like the Impressionists, maybe next time we can go out of Paris and we can go to Givenchy, which is actually where Monet's house is or was, and it's been converted into this museum slash place where you can actually walk through, and there are the gardens, and you can actually see the actual water lilies that inspired the paintings. Now for the concealer, let's go into my Chantecaille Stylo corrector. This is number 3. So technically this is a corrector, but I use it as a concealer. So now that our afternoon is winding down, we've gone shopping, we've seen some very important Chanel monuments and locations, we've seen some art, we've taken in on the cafe life and pastry life, very important. What should we do for dinner? Now it's fall, it's a little bit rainy and drizzly. I hope you packed an umbrella too, because we will definitely need it for the rest of our trip. I'm thinking something comforting. I mean, we're in France. We're going to have very good French food, obviously. But have you heard of something called tartiflette? Have you heard of it? It's basically this potato, cream, bacon, and cheese casserole. Yeah, it's really good. I think it's from the Savoie region of France, close to the Alps, where people go skiing. It gets a bit colder. It's this quite hearty, very satisfying dish. It feels very nourishing, not only for your body, but also for your soul. So on a cold, slightly rainy day, this is amazing. So let's go on TripAdvisor and find the best place in the city that makes tartiflette. Okay, I know I said that they put bacon in this. It's not actually bacon, it's lardon. Lardon is like a cousin of bacon. It's, imagine bacon, but like a really thick matchstick. That's what it looks like. And they put lardon in a lot of food here, which is probably why it tastes so good. But yeah, so the dish is potatoes, lardon, cream, cheese, and what else? I think that's about it. It's really good. I'm going into a bit of blush. This is my Chanel Joues Contraste number 72, Rose Initiale. So we can go ahead and have that for dinner. I mean, I know that's what I'm having for dinner. You can order something else if you want. You can order magret de canard if you like duck. You can order ou cassoulet. That's like a really nice traditional French dish. It's with beans and lentils and lardon, of course. And I think there's duck as well. What else? You could have a beef dish. You could have bœuf bourguignon, which is like a nice slow roasted beef stew. You could have onion soup. Do you want to share an appetizer? So I don't know if you've tried this, but escargot, snails, are actually really good. It's basically just covered in butter and garlic. So what's not to love? I know it sounds like, I know what it sounds like, but trust me, you will probably like it. I mean, if you like butter and garlic, you will probably like escargot because that is the overwhelming flavor of the dish. So it's a nice little appetizer. I think I'll get a glass of white wine. I think that'll go better with my tartiflette. Okay, so for the lips, I'm going to go into a red lipstick, but I'm going to take off some of this gloss. So this is the Givenchy Le Rouge Deep Velvet number 36, L'Interdit. Now, to finish up this entire look, let's go in with some hair mist or some perfume. This is the Chanel Allure Hair Mist. I picked this up this morning when we were shopping at one of the Chanel boutiques. So Allure is a really nice, soft, sensual fragrance. It's flowery, but it's also a bit of vanilla, a bit of musk. So I think it's just really nice for this time of year. So to finish off our day in Paris, our first day in Paris, we have to go see the Eiffel Tower at night. I think they light it up at 9 p.m., but I could be wrong. Let's check Google before we leave the restaurant. But they light it up. It's beautiful. It's sparkly. It's so romantic and so Parisian. I know Parisian people probably think it's a huge eyesore, but I think it's lovely. So this is it for today's video. This is my makeup look. I feel very Parisian in my little blouse and kind of a nudish eye look with a bold red lip. That's definitely a very signature French makeup look. And I hope you enjoyed our step into fantasy and our vacation in Paris. I hope you got some distraction from life and some enjoyment in today's video. Please make sure to leave a comment, a like, or even subscribe to my channel because anytime you engage with my videos, it helps me out tremendously. I know that a lot of you who watch me are not actually subscribed to my channel, so if you would go ahead and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. And if you would just go ahead and like this video and leave a little comment, even if it's just a little heart emoji or something, that helps stimulate the YouTube algorithm and will help send more people my way. So on that note, I think this is all I have for today's video. Thank you all so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.